Hello guys, how's it going? My name is Dal, and the next chapter of World of Warcraft has been revealed the other day, with the next expansion, The War Within, launching at some point in the fall of 2024. While not everything is known about this expansion so far, we do know a couple of key features that will be arriving with this brand new experience. We know that 4 new zones are coming with this new update, with 3 of those zones being underground. We know that even more evergreen features are being added, like open world endgame content that's on the same level as dungeons, raids, and PvP, as well as dynamic flying feature of Dragonflight becoming a core feature of this expansion. We also got a brand new playable race announced, as well as a variety of different changes to help us better customize and optimize our class options. So today I wanted to go over all of the major features that we know of so far of the next upcoming expansion, The War Within. But right before we get into this update feature video, most of you guys watching these are still not subscribed. However, the more of you remind, the more of you do, so let's keep it going. Subscribe to the channel and ring the bell if you're watching these videos anyway. Especially if you want to get more regular content regarding the next upcoming World of Warcraft expansion, The War Within. In the War Within expansion, we delve deep underground in search of the world soul of Azeroth, plunging ourselves below the surface to discover biomes and cultures hidden beneath the ground. We access the subterranean world through the Isle of Dorn, once a Titan facility maintained by a race of Earthen dwarfs, some of which who still follow the teachings of the Titans, while others have risen up against their own creators. Further down is the Ringing Deeps, where the Earthen go to harvest their resources. This area is mostly industrial, with certain parts abandoned to the deep dwellers such as the kobolds, which are becoming more aggressive, led by being known as the Candle King. Further down is Hallowfall, where the proud Arathi have made it their home, an underground dwelling that is illuminated by a crystal, where the Arathi people find safety within its light, while traversing its cavernous spaces through a variety of airships. However, over time, this crystal have grown unstable, beckoning creatures from deeper within to spill over whenever its light fades to the void. And at the very bottom of the depths, we find Ashkahet, which is a home to the last Nerubian Empire. It is the deepest zone all the way towards the bottom, where the most dangerous creatures lurk around every corner. The Nerubian Empire is being led by a queen who has allied herself with Xal'atath, who seeks to bring the return of the Black Empire. But not all of the Queen's subjects are so keen to trust the Harbinger of the Void as easily. For years, WoW has been known for its 3 pillars of endgame content, which are primarily raids, dungeons, and PvP. The 3 primary activities where you can earn some of the best gear imaginable. But The War Within expands endgame activities, with Delves joining as the 4th pillar of endgame content. Delves are meant to be an evergreen feature for players more interested in outdoor exploration over group content like raids and dungeons. Delves have their own set of seasonal content as well as seasonal rewards, such as mounts, achievements, as well as its own row of gear that can be gained from the Great Vault. Delves can be accomplished as solo content, but can also scale up to 5-player groups. These are role agnostic, meaning that you don't necessarily need a holy trinity of a tank, healer, and 3 DPS. These can be done in any group combinations, but can also be done solo if you choose to go at it alone. When diving into Delves, you'll be joined by a companion that will assist you in combat. These companions can be customized with a set of talents, abilities, and even mechanics, so they can better complement your playstyle by either tanking, healing, or providing additional DPS. These companions will also rotate with every new Delve season, and at the end of each Delve you'll earn yourself a treasure chest. Some of these chests will be locked behind difficult boss encounters, while others will be locked behind challenging puzzles instead. Next we have Warbands, which are a system that allows you to combine all of your WoW characters properly under one account, allowing them to share things like achievements, in-game resources, renown, reputations, and even the bank tabs across the entire account. These warbands are functional regardless of your character's faction, giving you the freedom to play as the Alliance or the Horde. When part of a warband, your characters will be able to collect transmog gear no matter which character you find them on. So for example, let's say you're doing another Legion raid run for transmogs, mounts, as well as pets, and you choose to run it on your hunter. During your run, looting any gear, even those items that are not usable by your hunter, Things like leather, plate, and cloth pieces will automatically be added to your transmog collections, which makes mog farming for alts a lot more convenient. Next, the War Within expansion continues to expand on our character's power gains with 10 additional levels, all without the use of borrowed powers. Instead, leveling to level 80 allows your character to slowly unlock hero talents that further modify and amplify your class and spec of choice. Hero talents are unique for every single class, allowing you to build out a subspec of your current playstyle. These hero talents are very much inspired from various class and hero archetypes of World of Warcraft and Warcraft 3. For instance, Balance Druids will be able to choose to become either a Keeper of the Grove or ascend into Elune's Chosen. Keeper of the Grove Boomkins focus on protecting the Dream and are able to channel nature spells and summon enhanced minions to protect their allies while crushing their foes. While Elune's Chosen Boomkins dedicate themselves to the moon goddess of Elune, infusing their abilities with astral might while raining down lunar magic upon their enemies from the sky. Some of the other examples include Marksmanship Hunters, which can then spec their talents to become a proper Dark Ranger, kind of like Sylvanas, or Protection Warriors, capable of becoming a Mountain Thane, similar to heroes such as Moradin. Most classes will have 3 hero talent paths, but only 2 of them will be available per spec. Arms Warriors, for instance, can choose to be a Colossus or a Slayer Warrior, while Fury Warriors can pick between a Slayer or a Mountain Thane. Though classes like Demon Hunters and Druids will play by slightly different rules because they'll have their own unique options to pick from based on their specs. From what we know so far, these talents will include passive options, active abilities, as well as talent choice nodes, similar to how the current talent tree system works. These hero talents are also meant to be low in friction, which allows you to swap between these talent choices as easily as you would swap your class and spec talents currently. One of the returning features of this expansion is the concept of allied races. Originally, allied races were introduced back during Battle for Azeroth, where we saw an addition of a number of allied races over the course of an expansion. In fact, we were able to get access to a new allied race roughly every second patch or so. While we don't have all the details on this expansion just yet, it is technically possible that we could see something like this happen with War Within also, but currently we don't really know what they have planned for the allied race system. The allied race being introduced in this expansion is a race of Titanforged dwarves that are called the Earthen, which is slightly bigger than the original dwarves, minus their rocky and gem-like structure. For now, however, these guys remain a complete mystery. We don't really know what classes they'll have access to just yet, or what their unique racials or passes may be. However, we do know that they won't be faction specific, so you'll be able to play your Earthen as an Alliance or a Horde player. Next, the dragon riding flying system has now evolved within the War Within, and now extends to every other flying mount, becoming yet another piece of evergreen content. Dynamic flying is one of the main core modes of transportation for this new expansion, and will be crucial when traveling between any of the underground zones. This time, however, you can now use this feature on any mount of your choice. It should also be noted that certain mounts, like the pre-purchased Algarian Stormrider, even come with their own unique flying mechanic as well. Whereas normal dragons are capable of surging themselves forward by spending 3 points of vigor at once, the Stormrider is able to collect lightning charges by flying close near walls and crevices and unleash a surge forward that lasts for 5 seconds, causing you to boost forward at uncontrollable speeds. It's possible that dynamic flying will implement different flying quirks and mechanics for different types of mounts. Things like griffins, dragons, maybe mechanical, and other types of mounts also. It's hard to tell if this is an intended feature or just a unique quirk of the pre-purchase mount, but it's very likely that other mounts will share their own unique eccentricities when it comes to traversing within the open world. And for now, that's going to be all of the major features that have been announced so far with the next expansion, The War Within. I want to thank all of you so much for watching this video, and I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. As per usual, if you guys enjoyed this video or found it informative, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. I would very much appreciate it. And as always, in the description of every single video and live stream, we have a link to our Discord community channel. Probably the best place to reach out to me directly in case you want to let me know what you thought about this video or hang out with the rest of the community to discuss some of the upcoming changes. join our Discord to become part of the community. But otherwise, thank you all so much for watching this video. I do hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know all of your thoughts down below, and as always, I'll see all of you guys in another video.